When I turned 30, I had a panic that kind of like didn't know who I was anymore. I had 2 children and me and my partner were both really unwell, we weren't happy. And the idea of staying put and living in the same place and my children just going to the local school for the next 10 years just completely spun me out. I left that relationship and meanwhile I'd taken the kids out of school and I'd started reading this book about this thing called radical unschooling. It talked a lot about just following your passion and encouraging your kids to follow their passion. You raise your children in partnership rather than in a sort of authoritarian paradigm. So it's about really trusting your children, and like my kids, they've never been punished, they've never been forced to go to bed at a certain time, they've never been forced to have a bath. So it's not just about what they're learning in terms of education, but it's also about living a kind of life where you live in freedom and trust with your children. It just seemed crazy. I think people were like I'd run away with the circus or something like that. And then I'd have the local education authority asking what kind of stuff we've been learning about. Well, we weren't following a curriculum, and it was really difficult for me to put into words the things that we were learning about, because we were learning all kinds of things and like having all kinds of adventures and fantastic conversations and experiencing life together in partnership, which felt so good. We get a lot of questions, say we went into the supermarket or something like that during school hours. The checkout lady might say, "Are you not in school today?" And at first I used to feel like I had to explain. So I would say, "Oh no, my children don't go to school," and I could instantly feel the judgment. I don't think anyone ever turned around and went, "Wow, that's amazing, like, you know, what a great idea, tell me more about that." People definitely weren't curious about it. Everyone hated it and, and really judged me. I'm not saying, you know, I've done everything right, I definitely haven't, but what I have done is I've raised 2 really lovely young men, and when you set the focus onto your child and you make it about them being happy and loved and respected, everything changes. And actually what I've realised is there's no way you're ever going to spoil a child by allowing them to make choices and facilitating their interests and saying yes to as many things as you possibly can.